So in this video, we'll be covering Aries Moon in the 12th house. And so if you have this placement natally, this is the video for you. I definitely recommend watching the Aries Moon general video that I made with the ram on the thumbnail, because there may be some meanings that we don't cover in this one, because we'll be focused more on the 12th house expression. But in a general sense, when the moon is in Aries, this indicates somebody that has an emotional need for independence or an emotional need to act as they see fit. Because the moon shows us what gives us emotional security or fulfillment, and it's something that we protect and defend. And Aries is about our actions or our identity or our perspective. So a lot of times with the moon in Aries, you're somebody that needs to be able to act as you see fit, and you defend your position, your perspectives. Because when people tell you that you're wrong or they tell you to do things that you don't want to do, it actually starts to frustrate you or irritate you. Or when people get in the way of your ability to act freely, whether through rules, responsibilities, or I would say like controlling behavior, this frustrates you. So you have this emotional need to be independent in this case, or else you experience anger, you experience frustration, irritation, all the negative Aries emotions. Now, the 12th house is about solitude, and it's not too far from the first house, which is the house associated with Aries. So when there is the moon in Aries in the 12th house, this shows an emotional need for solitude in order to do what you want, because Aries is about action. And it's also about our identity. So you really feel at home when you are in solitude, because that is when you're able to do you. So the 12th house can also be about personal insecurities. It can be about secrets, but things that we're not conscious of. So a lot of times there's aspects of yourself that you don't feel others will understand, and you don't want that to get in the way of your actions. So you prefer to have alone time in order to be comfortable and fully embody yourself. So that's the benefit of planets in the 12th house, is that it shows an aspect of ourselves that goes beyond the norm or beyond society. So you have an aspect with the moon being here, you have a emotional comfort or like an aspect of yourself that is outside of the norms. So you don't want other people to even get in the way of that, or to cast their judgment or to misunderstand you. So your comfort comes from being alone at times. That's what it means. And like people that don't have 12th house planets, they live in a societal type of bubble, unless they have 11th house planets or 12th house. They live in like a closed-minded kind of way. Very normalcy, So anyways, so even if your actions clash with others' expectations of you, you have this need to be alone in order to escape expectations and limitations. That's what the moon in Aries in the 12th house can mean as well. You're definitely somebody that may experience procrastination, because with the moon in the 12th house and in Aries, this can be about being inactive and just not doing anything. That's what comfort comes from. And in this case, it's kind of similar to Pisces Moon in the 12th house as well. Because those individuals, they just live on their own time. And emotionally, they need to be able to be free. And so I forgot to cover that in the Pisces moon in the 12th house. And some of you guys may have the moon very close to Pisces because you guys have Aries moon. So there's a tendency for procrastination here. And what's funny, there was a synchronicity as well. When I was putting out the Pisces Moon videos, which I put them out 3 at a time, and so I put out 10, 11, and 12. And the 12th house video didn't come out till a week later. I wanted it to all come out on the same date, but I didn't realize it got blocked or something, or it didn't upload all the way. And so what this indicated to me was like an aspect of their personality too. It was kind of like a synchronicity, because I know that those individuals, they have a tendency to procrastinate. So a lot of times you come out like a week later to things that people expected a week ago. Because again, your actions, which is Aries, are in the 12th house, and your moon comes from being able to be independent and to detach from others' expectations, and in order to act in solitude and how you creatively see fit. So it indicates people that are in their own world of comfort. And a lot of times their comfort can clash with responsibilities, because in this case, the moon, when it's in Aries, is in the 10th house from the 10th sign from its own sign, which is Cancer. The 10th is about responsibilities and reputation and whatnot. And when the moon is in the 12th house, this means that there's a desire to escape expectations and limitations. Now, there can also be a danger of like substance addictions and pleasure addictions with this placement, because when Aries is in the 12th house, the natural first house is Taurus, which is the sign of pleasure. So a lot of times you have this need to escape and to do things that you want to do, even if it clashes with other people's expectations, like I said. And so there's that danger of addictions, or just pleasure seeking, or like escaping through substances, because the 12th house can show addictions and escapism. And when the moon is in the 12th house, it's in the 9th house from its own house, which is the 4th house. And the 9th is about spontaneous pursuit of pleasure or of desires, and it's about parties, drugs, alcohol. It's associated with Sagittarius. So like it's about excess and indulgence. Anyways, that could be another danger with this placement. It's not going to be prevalent for most people, but that is a specific expression that you need to be aware of too, because people that have, Pisces or 12th house placements, they need to stay away from substances and from abusing them. Anyways, that basically sums up what I wanted to talk about in this video. I know it was a little bit scattered, but to sum it up, it's just an emotional need for solitude in order to do what you want, despite other people's expectations or the consensus of society. So I hope that resonated. And if you learned something new about yourself or others, and you enjoyed, then don't forget to like this video and subscribe to this channel for more content. With that being said, I appreciate you guys watching and supporting the channel in any way that you do. And I'll see you guys sometime soon in another video. Peace.